What if a simple, everyday nutrient could help calm restless minds, sharpen focus, and ease the daily struggles of children battling attention and hyperactivity challenges? Not a new pharmaceutical breakthrough, not a high-tech brain therapy, but something as familiar as sunlight. A growing body of scientific research is pointing to a surprising connection between a common vitamin deficiency and one of the most diagnosed childhood conditions in the world, ADHD. And the answer might be hiding in plain sight, just outside the nearest window. For years, ADHD has been treated primarily through behavioral therapy and medication, often with strong stimulant drugs that help regulate brain activity. But a new wave of studies is turning attention toward a quieter, gentler player, vitamin D, long known for building strong bones and supporting immune health. This so-called sunshine vitamin is now emerging as a potential ally in managing the core symptoms of ADHD, inattention, impulsivity, and hyperactivity. The story begins with a curious pattern. Doctors and researchers started noticing that many children diagnosed with ADHD had something in common beyond their symptoms. They tended to have lower levels of vitamin D in their blood compared to their peers. At first, it seemed like a coincidence. After all, vitamin D comes mostly from sunlight, and kids with ADHD may spend more time indoors, focused on screens or structured routines, and less time playing outside. But the more scientists looked, the clearer the pattern became. This was not just about lifestyle. The link held even after adjusting for other factors. Children with ADHD consistently showed lower levels of this essential nutrient. Now, a powerful analysis of multiple clinical trials has taken this observation a step further. Researchers combined data from several high-quality studies where children with ADHD were given either vitamin D supplements or inactive placebos. The results were striking. Those who received the supplements showed noticeable improvements, not just on paper, but in real, measurable behaviors. They were less restless, more focused, and better able to complete tasks. Teachers and parents reported calmer moods and fewer outbursts. The changes were not miraculous, but they were consistent and meaningful. For many families, even a small improvement in daily functioning can make a big difference. What makes this especially compelling is the safety and simplicity of the intervention. Unlike powerful medications that can come with side effects like appetite loss, sleep trouble, or emotional blunting, vitamin D supplementation was found to be well tolerated. No serious adverse reactions were reported. It is cheap, widely available, and already recommended for bone health in growing children. Yet, despite its familiarity, it has been largely overlooked in the conversation about brain health and behavior. So how could sunlight in a bottle possibly affect something as complex as attention and self-control? The answer lies deep within the brain and body. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin in the traditional sense. It acts more like a hormone, influencing hundreds of genes and playing a role in everything from immune function to nerve cell development. In the brain, it supports the growth and protection of neurons, helps regulate neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, chemicals heavily involved in mood, focus, and motivation, and reduces inflammation, which is increasingly seen as a hidden player in many mental health conditions. Inflammation, usually thought of as the body's response to injury or infection, can also occur in the brain. Chronic, low-level inflammation has been linked to a range of disorders, including depression, anxiety, and now, ADHD. When the brain is in a constant state of mild stress, its ability to regulate emotions, maintain attention, and control impulses can be compromised. Vitamin D helps dial down this internal fire. It calms the immune system, protects brain cells from damage, and supports the formation of healthy neural connections during critical periods of development. A child growing up with low levels of vitamin D may be at a disadvantage from the start, their brain struggling to function optimally in an environment that demands focus and self-regulation. But the story does not end there. The connection between vitamin D and ADHD may also explain a long-standing geographic puzzle. Around the world, rates of ADHD are not evenly distributed. Some regions report significantly higher diagnosis rates than others. Researchers began to wonder, could location play a role? When they looked closely, a pattern emerged. Areas farther from the equator, where sunlight is weaker and shorter in duration, especially during winter months, tend to have higher rates of ADHD. This is not just about diagnosis practices or access to care. Even after accounting for socioeconomic and cultural differences, the trend remains. The farther you live from the sun, the more likely ADHD is to appear in the population. This latitude effect strengthens the case for a biological link. Sunlight triggers the skin to produce vitamin D. Less sun means less natural production. While diet and supplements can help, many people still fall short, especially in colder, darker climates. Children in these regions may go months with inadequate vitamin D levels, potentially affecting brain development and behavior over time. It is not that sunlight, or vitamin D, alone causes or cures ADHD. The condition is complex, shaped by genetics, environment, and upbringing. But this research suggests that vitamin D may be one piece of the puzzle that has been missing. Another layer of the mystery involves sleep. Many children with ADHD struggle to fall asleep, stay asleep, or wake up feeling rested. Poor sleep, in turn, worsens attention, mood, and behavior, creating a vicious cycle. New research shows that low vitamin D levels are tied to more severe sleep problems in these children. They are more likely to experience disrupted breathing during sleep, frequent awakenings, and overall poorer sleep quality. Since vitamin D influences the regulation of melatonin, the hormone that controls sleep-wake cycles, a deficiency could throw the entire rhythm off balance. Correcting the deficiency may not only improve brain function directly but also help reset the body's internal clock, leading to better rest and, by extension, better behavior during the day. All of this points to a simple but powerful idea: treating the whole child means looking beyond the mind to the body. For too long, mental health has been separated from physical health, as if the brain operates in a vacuum. But the brain is an organ, just like the heart or liver, and it depends on the same nutrients, hormones, and environmental inputs to function well. A child struggling with focus may not just need more discipline or stronger medication. They may need more sunlight, better nutrition, and a deeper understanding of what their body is trying to tell them. This does not mean vitamin D is a magic bullet. ADHD is not caused by a single nutrient deficiency, nor can it be cured by a daily pill. But for a subset of children, especially those with low levels, supplementation could be a valuable addition to their treatment plan. It may allow lower doses of medication, reduce side effects, or provide benefits where other treatments fall short. Some families report noticeable changes within weeks. A child who used to bounce off the walls now sits through dinner. A student who could never finish homework starts turning in assignments. A parent who felt constantly on edge notices a new calm in their home. The implications are profound. If something as simple and safe as vitamin D can make a measurable difference, why is it not part of routine care? Why are children not routinely screened for deficiency when ADHD is diagnosed? In many places, they are not. Blood tests for vitamin D are not standard in mental health evaluations. Supplements are often seen as optional or alternative, not essential. But the science is shifting. Doctors who once dismissed nutrition as irrelevant to brain disorders are beginning to pay attention. Schools, pediatric clinics, and public health programs may soon need to reconsider what it means to support mental health from the ground up. Of course, more research is needed. Scientists must determine the right doses, identify who benefits most, and understand how long effects last. Long-term studies are underway, and the results could reshape how we think about neurodevelopmental conditions. But waiting for perfect answers should not stop us from acting on strong clues. Public health campaigns already promote vitamin D for babies and the elderly. Why not for school-aged children, especially those facing mental health challenges? Imagine a future where every child with ADHD gets a simple blood test at diagnosis. If levels are low, they start a safe, monitored supplement alongside their other treatments. Families are educated about sunlight, diet, and the brain-body connection. Schools encourage outdoor play not just for fitness but for mental clarity. Doctors treat the child, not just the diagnosis. This is not science fiction. It is science in motion. And it starts with recognizing that health is not just the absence of disease, but the presence of balance. The sun has been rising for billions of years, quietly fueling life on Earth. Now, it may also be helping us understand one of the most misunderstood conditions of our time. In a world full of complex problems and expensive solutions, sometimes the answer is as simple as stepping outside. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this, whether it's a parent, teacher, or just someone trying to understand the hidden factors behind attention and behavior. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Have you noticed a difference in mood or focus with more sun or supplements? I'd love to hear your story. And if you want more deep dives into the surprising science behind brain health, mental wellness, and everyday solutions that actually work, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss what's next. Thanks for watching.